you're most welcome to Planet Sport here in our side of that is the Western Region, Takade to be precise. And my name is Philip Kwame Ampofo. I'm here with EA and Bafo Amakwedu. Yes, we'll be doing this like nobody's business. Today is Friday, time check 4:30 p.m. and we are doing this in the next 40 minutes. And Charlie, we are done. But today we'll be looking at that is the profiling segment of which I've been telling you about it. We shared it, on our social media platforms. Yeah, we'll be looking at the profiling segment, and today we are profiling Luis Enrique. Yes, I'm sure that he's a household name now. You know him very well because he just won the Super Cup with PSG and also the Holy Grail, which is the Champions League, with that is Team PSG. Today he is the man that we're going to profile. Then we'll be looking at our topical issues. What is really making inroads throughout the week, where Marcus Rashford, in fact, he has made a scathing statement with regards to his former club, Manchester United. He's saying that, in fact, the club is really not sticking to the plan, and they need to stick to the plan. We'll be delving deeper into that is the nitty-gritties of his statement, and we'll be trying to analyze it and see where, in fact, he made those points clearer to the Manchester United fans. And also, you know, there are major European leagues, in fact, is hitting grounds this weekend, and Liverpool Football Club tonight they are up against Bournemouth, and also will be trying as much as possible to weigh down into that particular fixture and also the fixtures which is yet to come. Remember, Manchester United will also be playing host to we'll be delving deeper into that. I don't want to really talk more with regards to the fixtures. We'll be getting there as well, and also top 4 predictions. In fact, we hit the streets today to gauge our listeners and also our viewers as to who becomes their top 4 as far as the English Premier League is concerned. We'll be giving you the update on that one as well, and my top 4 as well as Bafo's top 4 and EA's top 4, and we'll be trying as much as possible to follow it steadily and see who will try to make their top 4 happen. And also the African players who will be lighting up the stage as far as the English Premier League is concerned. Remember, Mohamed Kudus, he's joined, that is Tottenham Hotspurs. Wemo has also joined Manchester United. Are these people going to make it tick for their various clubs? We are yet to know and yet to see. Remember, Mo Salah is also there, where he also be doing things for Team Liverpool. But let me officially welcome my gentlemen here. That is EA together with Bafo Amakwedu. Tell you, gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, Philip.
It's been a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see. Bafo, Charlie, I hope you're doing great.
Sorry, no, you didn't have what I'm some now.
Wow.
Punchline.
Charlie, you be deep.
Yeah, man.
You give me some line here. How to think deep.
Man.
How to think deep and try to get the meaning out of it.
Yeah.
Who you didn't there? Abonsam now, swear. But Abonsam now, swear. Charlie, guys, I've taken this on board. Okay, so wherever you are, please like and share. Planet Sports, like and share, and tell the rest of the world that yes, we are live here in the Western Region, Takade to be precise. That we are hitting the ground running, and we are looking at Luis Enrique. In fact, he's the man of the moment as far as the coaches are concerned. For me, we are talking about the creme de la creme as far as coaches are concerned, and I want to put him up there. Yes, we are talking about the elite managers, and for me, I see him in the bracket of that is the Pep Guardiolas, the Jurgen Klopps, the Jose Mourinho's, yes, the Ferguson who's retired and all that. I don't know where my pundits would want to peg this man. He's won the Champions League where the likes of Pochettino went in, Unai Emery went in, they failed. Laurent Blanc, if you remember, your managed Team PSG before once upon a time, but they failed to deliver the Holy Grail for them. But he came in, tried to tell Mbappe, yes, you can leave. I don't have any problem. The top-notch players, likes of, the Neymars and all that. He's been able to manage the egos of these players up until now, the Dembeles and all that. And these are stars, world-class stars, And for me, he's been able to deliver such a trophy. Where would you want to place him, Bafo?
Well, very good day to the guys listening to us. I think that with his accolades, he speaks for himself. He's somebody that has actually worked his way. And though he doesn't have a great PR, those people that have achieved yet, you don't see a lot of glamour around them. There are some rich men you don't even hear about them.
Yeah.
They're very rich.
They're underground.
They're very underground. Yeah, there are some people too. Even though they are rich, they are out there. You can see their assets and all that. He's a coach that has not had a lot of elegance or a lot of PR around his name in the world of football. A lot is not mentioned around him. I mean, going to Barcelona, he has won in Barcelona, the Champions League in Barcelona in 2004, 2015. He came to France, whereby great coaches have been there, did not survive. Yeah. It's not just about even winning with PSG. It was about stamping an authority among this galaxy of stars. Sure, you understand? Sure. And for me, he did it perfectly. So I rate him. I rate him very well. He's somebody that will come in there and put his philosophy on the ground. He's somebody that I always say that when a coach, I regard a coach when I see an identity on the game.
Of a style of play, okay.
Yes. And you can easily see that this is a PSG team that has played a certain way. And this is a PSG team that is playing in his way. You understand? The high press, he became very popular around the possession. I don't care who you are, you can step up. I want you to play in a certain manner or you walk out.
Sure.
And his achievement is there. He's done all that he's supposed to win at PSG. Recently also beat Tottenham Hotspur's narrow escape through the penalty in there, just lost to Chelsea. But for me, I think that he's a top-notch coach in terms of not just winning, but in terms of imprinting your philosophy on your players, on your team. He's somebody that when he's coaching, and then you don't even know that he's been appointed as a coach. When the team is playing without a coach, you can easily say that this is a team coached by Luis Enrique. And for me, he's top-notch. I really regard him.
Well, he's top-notch, says, well, I don't know what you're also thinking, but moving straight to EA and also seek his thoughts. But then, EA, there's a manager that managed the Barca B team. He managed AS Roma. At some point in time, personally, I was like, no, AS Roma was the last of his coaching career because he struggled really well when he was there. He came to Celta Vigo and all that. He failed to hit the ground running. So I was, asking myself so many questions like, will he be able to make it up there? Lo and behold, he came to Barcelona. It's his former team. He himself was a player before, and he started winning things with them. Then all that we saw doing magic with PSG. Once upon a time, I think that he came to Chelsea for one of his interviews just to take the Chelsea job. And the job wasn't given him. So I was like, okay, is that the end of his career? But here is Luis Enrique, proving the whole world, somewhat should I say wrong, with PSG.
Yeah. Good afternoon to yourself. I think it's a very long time we're doing this.
Sure, exactly.
Luis Enrique, in your synopsis, you try to rank him or rate him amongst one of the very best coaches we've had in football. I always say that in this generation, there's the only coach I can say tactically is up there has to be Pep Guardiola. Behind Pep Guardiola has to be Luis Enrique. Tactically. Bafo went there. Having his blueprint
on a team.
It's clear. If you want to talk about just tactics alone, I pick Pep Guardiola, and the next for me has to be Luis Enrique. Of course. This is pure tactics. Okay. Pure Mourinho. Let's do one or two, get results, move on. When you talk about coaches building team, long run, the Luis Enrique's, Mourinho's, Pep Guardiola's will give you. Mourinho won't give you. He's more of a short-term manager. The closest apart from these two now, with the coaches we have now, for me has to be Thomas Tuchel. With in-game principle and differential tactics for me, these three managers, I rate them very highly. You rightly said when he joined Barcelona after Pep Guardiola had left, Pep Guardiola won 5 trophies in a season. He won 6 trophies in a season. Left, I think after that job, he went on sabbatical before taking the Spain job. I was disappointed with the job he did with Spain. He not being able to. It's I'm sure all of the Spanish guys will even forget that he coached Spain. But if they had given him time, perhaps he could have changed their fortunes. But then they've not made mistake by sacking him or letting him go because De La Fuente comes in and he's doing magic with this Spain team. Luis Enrique for me is one of the top managers. I have huge respect for him. Last season, I kept on putting my money on PSG solely because of him. It was just because of the brilliance of the manager. you rightly said, came in, he had the likes of Mbappe's, said no, they can go. I want to do with young boys. And nobody knew about Bakola
Do it.
when he was moving from Leon.
Sure.
Nobody knew of Due
Yeah,
when he was
Due.
at, I think, Rennes or something.
Sure.
Came, look at what he's done with Fabian Ruiz. Luis Enrique came to meet him at PSG. He was a second choice to what the midfielders that they had, but then he comes on and then he sees something good in him. He is that manager, that a purist. Let's play good football. You remember he played Rodri as centre back in the World Cup in Qatar.
Sure.
People were insulting him. I mean, I love that because I love players like that, players who are able to control ball, dictate game. And so Luis Enrique, if football comes to an end today, he will have his name etched in the history book of football. I mean, he's one of the most brilliant managers that we. If he was to be in a university, he would have been a professor by now, I'm pretty sure. Very, 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 very brilliant manager. By all standards, I mean, he's won everything that there is to be in club football. He's not just done it once, repeated it, won the Champions League with Barcelona. He's done it with PSG. Look at how he did it. I mean, that's final.
At some point in time, people even forget that he won the Champions League with Barcelona.
Yes, because of what he's able to. I mean, that final we all witnessed last season against PSG Inter Milan. That's one of the worst finals I've ever seen. Not just final, West football game. It's a complete waste. Complete waste of everybody's time. And then you might think that Inter Milan were a bad team on that night. Yes, on that night they were bad, but it's not fault of theirs. They didn't expect what PSG brought into that game, and that's a mark of a very good manager. And so for me, I rate him that highly. For me, he's one of the best managers that we have.
Okay, so he rates him highly. One of the best managers that we have at the moment. Remember that, like I said, he's won the La Liga with Barcelona 2 times in there, and Copa del Rey, Super Copa de España. He won it with sorry about that, with Barcelona, and also with PSG. He managed as well to win the Ligue 1 and the Coupe de France as Trophée des Champions and UEFA Champions League. He did that just last season, the Super Cup, just about 2 days ago. Yes, he did that with that is PSG. And FIFA Club World Cup, he was a runner-up. Chelsea picked him to it. So that is that way. So that is on Luis Enrique. But then there is one topical issue around this gentleman where he's been able to ditch his goalkeeper, that is Donnarumma, for that is another goalkeeper in France, that is Chevalier, and people have been talking about such a change that he did. I don't know whether Bafo is in it for or support the manager. He's still of that opinion that he want that manager, that keeper who is a football playing keeper. But you've been able to use such a keeper for the season now, and I still ask myself, where from this? Where from this? It looks as if he just wants a perfectionist in his team.
Well, I don't think it has to do with a ball playing goalkeeper, or I don't think he has issues with how effective his goalkeeper is.
Okay.
I think it's bigger. It looks like a clash of egos.
Okay.
Or probably a negotiation gone wrong. And I don't blame him. And it's actually karma to Donnarumma, because he did that with AC Milan.
Okay.
Everywhere he's been, he's always want to try to bully his way throughout. We are even lucky that, unfortunately, that his super agent Mino is actually not around this time around. You see, he's somebody that has always gone into the table with very high demands, and it's all about money. I think he has not actually decided to sign his contract. The PSG project right now looks to be a very young project, just like the Chelsea team. If you look at the age difference between this PSG team, very young boys in there.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like they want to stick around with Luis Enrique for a very long time. You understand? So if you're a player and you seem not to be settled of how you trust the project or how you want to derail the team because of your negotiation,
egos and all that.
If you think that we can't meet your demands and we are not going to meet that demand, stick somewhere, let somebody walk away, let somebody comes in, because he has less than a year in his contract. He has very few years to end his contract, and he's not ready to actually sign in with everything that he has been on the table. It looks as if he's having a bigger demand than what is expected of a team PSG. And they say, you know what, you're not going to be a problem whereby we're going to go back and forth with you. and then you're not going to cash in you. I mean, cash out from you and all that. They just want 20 million from him. A goalkeeper in his class, like Donnarumma, European Championship, he's won the Champions League. We've all seen this.
Prowess,
yes, in Europe, you understand. So if such a goalkeeper on a normal day should be going for 180 million and 120 million, but if PSG are ready to offload him for 20 million, it shows you that it's just a matter of his the days left on his contract. They just want to throw him away. We're not going to overpay you. We're not going to do the unnecessary negotiation with you. Walk away if you think that you cannot control to the policy of the team. And basically that is it. I don't think it has to do with his quality. He's a better goalkeeper than most of the goalkeepers around. You understand?
Yeah.
Top 3 goalkeepers in the world. You cannot mention it without putting in Donnarumma. I don't think he is the reason why PSG lost the finals to Chelsea. Chelsea were a better team on that day. And everything he's won it with them. Everything Luis Enrique stands for now, the accolades, if he should win the coach of the year, the accolades will be centered around what these boys won. Okay. And then these boys won them with Donnarumma. Yeah. You cannot take away his impact in the team. It has nothing to do with his quality. It has nothing to do with his game plan. It is a negotiation going wrong, and
you think clash of egos and all that. Well, sir, but I mean, looking at his statement, and I'm sure that Andrew will help us with the statement. In fact, the man said that that is coming from Donnarumma. He said that to the special Paris fans, from the first day I arrived, I gave everything, and off the pitch to earn my place and defend the goal of Paris Saint-Germain. Unfortunately, someone has decided that I can no longer be part of the group and contribute to the team's success. I am disappointed and disheartened. I hope to have the opportunity to look the fans at the Parc des Princes in the eyes one more time and say goodbye, as if as it should be done. Now, if that doesn't happen, I want you to know that your support and affection mean the world to me, and I will never forget it. I will always carry with me the memory of all the emotions, the magical night, and of you who made me feel at home. To my teammates, my second family, thank you for every battle, every laugh, every moment we shared. You will always be my brothers. Playing for this club and living in this city has been an immense honor. Thank you, Paris. Those were the words of the gentleman, Donnarumma. Do you think that it was a clash of ego? And even if it was down to contract, don't you think that the man deserves it? Yeah.
Well, his agent also said that Donnarumma was ready to even lower his wages, but PSG came back and then they changed the way, or they even lowered the offer that they initially put before him. But I agree with what Bafo said. I don't think anybody will have issues with his goalkeeping prowess or abilities. Currently, he's the best goalkeeper in the world for me. Just with regards to the season that just ended, I feel that if you look at Chevalier, his replacement, he's one of the most promising goalkeepers we have in the world. So I feel that PSG wanted to just bring him in because they felt that they were going to miss out on him.
And you cannot bring such a keeper and put him on a bench as well.
Exactly.
Be a second fiddle.
Exactly. So if Donnarumma will cost us more, why don't we go in for such a goalkeeper as well? He has the experience in the league. He's been 4 years with Lille. Yeah. So he won the league with Lille the last time they did that. I think 3 years ago. Yes. And so I'm pretty
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that,
so you know where the politics is coming from.
I'm pretty sure PSG were smart on that. They didn't want to miss out on the guy. But I also feel that there's some internal issues going on. Yeah. One thing about Italians, they don't like traveling. You remember Mauricio Sarri? Sure. He said that his dad is 60 years, blah blah. He missed home. That's Italians for you, and there's that aspect as well. But I feel that there's something that the two parties are not telling us. If you read Donnarumma's message and if you read Luis Enrique's press conference, there's something that they are not telling us. Maybe they want to keep it
secret. Saying that there's this one man.
It's obviously the coach, and Luis Enrique admitted that it is his fault. He didn't want the keeper didn't want to go. He decided that he wants a new profile, a new keeper with a new profile. Sure. But then, let's look at this thing also critically. Luis Enrique loves ball-playing goalkeepers. Exactly. Take a closer look at Donnarumma. Does he really fit that profile?
A bit no.
not
big look,
really. He
yes,
doesn't
yes,
really.
exactly.
Yeah. So maybe, and if I the loss against Chelsea, Chelsea were better, far better. But I feel that they could have done something about that, the manner they lost,
Okay.
if he was better on the ball as well. Because
With his distribution and all
of
that.
course, because
I think even on that day, I pegged Sanchez in terms of his distribution better than
Better,
Donnarumma. If
better.
you're really
Yeah.
watching the game,
Yeah.
Sanchez had a very,
Yeah.
good deliveries.
Yeah.
Even culminating to some of the goals that Chelsea
Yes,
scored.
and you know,
as a result of the game plan, that also the reason why
they didn't
was
expect
going
that. Yes.
to the players was because of the game plan.
Yeah.
But most of the Chelsea fans have been castigating. Sanchez
No, you
for
see the PSG
for
game,
whatever
they
reason.
draw back. They know that PSG are going to press. So there was a low chance of getting contact in the midfield when the ball is in the midfield, as in central midfield, whereby there was going to be air balls, contacts, and all that. So the high lines are there. Chelsea want to relax.
Exploit the spaces.
Yes, exactly. The ball is get to in space for Pedro Neto, and then he runs with the ball.
Okay.
On any other day, if the game plan was different, Sanchez ball couldn't have been distributed in that manner.
Yeah. So I was saying that maybe he could have changed the fortunes of PSG that night with his distribution. But you realized, you can't blame him. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect Chelsea to press them, something they used to do.
Sure.
And so when they tried 1-2 and he felt that it won't work, they had to change. So they had to go long.
It's like your honeymoon, and then you feel that you are going to go inside to
Look at
that.
I knew that's where he would go. So
He has a way of making me laugh whenever I'm seeing it.
So he had to change plan, had to go long.
Yeah.
And if I was that aside, if you watch the Spurs game as well,
Sure.
Chevalier also didn't go short. I mean, didn't pass through. He was going long as well. So I was like, what's the difference? What do you want now? So I feel that what he said about he wanting a new goalkeeper, a new profile, I feel that doesn't sit for me. I feel there's something inside that the two parties are not telling us. And probably it has to do with money. Because his agent saying that he was even able, as it stands, Ousmane Dembele yes, Ousmane Dembele is the highest paid now.
Sure.
Just this afternoon, there are reports that he's demanding 250,000 at City, and City are telling him that we can't put you on that same wavelength as John Stones, so you need to lower it if you want to play for us. So I'm pretty sure it's money, and that's the same situation which led to his departure from AC Milan. Money. I as it stands now, it will be very difficult for in England. It's only Man City. I mean, in England, the teams that need a goalkeeper between Chelsea. Clearly, Chelsea maybe the coach will stick with Sanchez, but clearly they need a goalkeeper. Man City with Ederson probably leaving to Turkey, either Fenerbahce or Galatasaray, Man United. Between these three teams, realistically, it's Man City that can pay him that amount that he's taking. Man United can do it, but
so obviously he's not short of suitors. I mean, Donnarumma.
Yes, unless he lowers his weight. Chelsea now, the highest now is Reece James. Unless you are a Messi, you are not going to take more than. That's what they've made, and it's a reason Mason Mount left. Players like Mason Mount left, and so I don't see him going to City and Chelsea unless he comes down to 180, and I wouldn't do that. Maybe I just cross check on the internet, and he's taking around 213,000. And you are going to lower it to 180, 150. I'm not sure he will do that. But maybe Man City can consider and come down to maybe a 200 or something, or even decide to take that same amount he was taking and then take him there and then stay. But then I feel
okay. All right. So I think that it's rightly said by EA, well on point. And I want to quickly come back to you about for this bit of a discussion as far as that is these two goalkeepers are concerned. And one of them is Chevalier. I don't know whether Bafo was quite convinced about Chevalier that is in the Super Cup. I was a bit, I mean, indifferent with Chevalier going into the Super Cup. Yes, people might say that this is the French League. There's not more. I mean, that is, if I should say, competition in the French League.
Sure.
So yes, you have his way out. But then we are talking about the Champions League as well, which he'll be participating. But where do you stand in this with Chevalier coming in? Do you think that he's the ideal man to sit in or to do the job of that is Donnarumma in this case?
Well, Philip, it has to do with when somebody like Mbappe was seemed to be leaving PSG. It became a raw. People feel like this is the guy the project is all around, or all about.
Exactly.
And we cannot do without somebody like Mbappe. You understand? But the man walked in and feel like, listen, you are not bigger than me.
Exactly.
If the boys are willing to play according to how I want to play, I'm going to achieve results. And PSG have played better than what Mbappe was at PSG. They've scored higher amount of goals. They have won better trophies in terms of the Champions League, which they fought so high. Bought Neymar, bought Messi, bought Cavani, bought every person in this world, and then couldn't win it. He walks in with, in quotes, irrelevant players, not big household names,
not known players.
Not known players. You understand? Look at Joao Neves from a lower league comes into PSG, and then all of a sudden he's been compared to one of the big defensive midfielders in the world. You understand? Fabian Ruiz, who knew him?
He's going to do it. This young chap, all of a sudden he's
coming
his
out.
name is everywhere.
Yeah. So for me, I think that the goalkeeper coming in, it has to do with the manager. If the manager wants you, it's a sort of an added.
You make it work.
Yes, you make it work. And like you said, they have won the Champions League. I do not think that there's pressure on them to go into this season with the Champions League. Mentality. They are going to win the league, dominate the league as they are supposed to do. And this is a goalkeeper that comes in that has history of winning with Lille. And if I've done it with Lille with basically lower players, how much more PSG, whereby you are guaranteed the league and all that. So yes, they are going to continue to win the domestics in France, probably make incursion. Listen, this PSG team have been like any other team that has won a Champions League. They were not so special. I was telling the other day that this team qualified to the run of the next round of the Champions League last season at the 15th position.
They picked Leeds.
Yeah, they picked it very, very late. Yeah.
It was only Arsenal that gave them the confidence. Liverpool. You understand? But sometimes they play this and they get because some of them that say
another scenario.
Arsenal and Liverpool gave them that confidence. That
even Aston Villa. Oh, you don't want to rub them in.
No, but Aston Villa they beat PSG at home 3-2.
Yes. But the PSG did the job past the ground.
So this is a team that has been beaten. They were not too special until the last moment, and that's how come they picked up. I don't think that they will have that nerves to go into this season. With that, they might have that tag of European champions and all that, but bigger teams or good teams are going to come stronger, especially with Chelsea laying down the law, laying down how you are going to face these people. And we saw Tottenham did a very good job. And as Thomas Frank said, it was just a good operation, but the patience died. That was it. But for me, I don't think that this goalkeeper coming in the name of coming to defend the Champions League, they can. But it's not going to be pressure on them. They've already won it. And for me, that's the most important
thing. So that's the most important thing. Let me give credit to that is Andre Ope. In fact, he is the one, I mean, if I should say, doing the production work and helping us this afternoon. Yes, we'll be hitting the streets very, very soon, where we'll be also taking the views of our viewers, those who are watching us, to tell us the opinion, who will be in the top 4 as far as the English Premier League is concerned. But then, before we do that, let us move straight to the camp of Marcus Rashford. You know that he's all the way in Spain with Barcelona, and he has described Manchester United as reactionary, and being in no man's land, and has called his club to make a plan and stick to it. Let me tell you what he said. I'm quoting him. I know that Andrew will try to help us with that. That is the text that he said that you see it with any team that's been successful over a period of time. They have principles that any coach that comes in, any player that comes in, has to align to these principles or be able to add to these principles. Whereas at times, I feel like United have just been. We are hungry to win. So You will always try to adapt and to sign players that fit this system, but it's reactionary. If your direction's always changing, you can't expect to be able to win the league. Yeah, you might win some cup tournament, but it's because you do have a good coach and you do have good players and you have match winners in your team. You are not there by accident. We've been way below where we deemed United to be, I must say. But then, if you take a step back, which I've been able to do, especially over the last 6 months, what do you expect? So that's a big question that the man asked, and I've been coming through this, and in fact, I've had a bit of discussions with my football connoisseurs and football pundits and football friends out there, and some of them keep on telling me that, look, for United to go down, it's been quite a long time, and this might be the reason. It looks as if at some point in time, Cristiano Ronaldo came to criticize his own club, and Rashford is also saying same. It looks as if there's a problem that we are not fixing, which is even far more beyond the owners that are there. Sporting-wise, it looks as if there is a problem, a bigger problem that, look, I mean, even the likes of Jose Mourinho came in and they failed to, deliver the goods for them. Since as Ferguson left 2013, they've not won the Premier League, and that is, if I should say, heart-wrenching for the United fans. I don't know, EA, looking at what is really happening, Rashford coming up at this moment in time. One, is it the right timing to hit your team as hard as ever? Or, he couldn't have chosen any other time but this time.
Well, was he trying to say that there's no plan at Man United?
Somewhat like that. That they are reactionary. They are impulsive.
Well, that was true until the new owners came in.
Okay.
Maybe he's not abreast of issues now.
Okay.
He was right, but that statement was right until the new owners. There's something there going on at Manchester United now called the Project 150.
Okay.
There's a 5-year project. And if you speak to any of the top hierarchies or the top guys at United, they expect United to win the league in the next 5 years, from now till, not between, but the 5th year from now.
Okay, so we are looking at 2030.
By then, United will be, it started last year.
Okay.
So last year, so that will be 2027.
So if it started with Ruben Amorim came in midway through the season,
he came to meet it. So let's say it started with Ten Hag.
Okay.
So by the time United are 150 years, they want to celebrate the Premier League title with that.
Okay.
They want to celebrate 150 years with the Premier League title. So there's a plan there. If he says they are in no man's land, there's no plan, blah blah blah, it's rubbish. I'm sorry, but there's a plan.
And are they on course?
That one only time can say that, can tell. If you look at, you mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo coming out, lambasted them and all. Haven't they solved the issues that he spoke about? Unless you don't know, Carrington. They've solved that. That's why I said the statement is true until, or was true until, the new owners came in. There was a project. Realistically, nobody can convince me that United can win the league this season or even next season with what we are seeing now.
Okay.
They are not better than Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, the top teams now. You finish 15th. The next ambition is for you to climb up from 15th to top 10, and from top 10, your next ambition must be looking at maintaining or remaining the top 10 spots, and then fighting for Europe. Are they better than Bournemouth now? Let's do this. Are they better than Bournemouth? Are they better than Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, Aston Villa?
At least we can use the last Sundays to
that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. And so there's a plan. Which team in the world? If you said that since 2013 they've not won, blah blah blah. That is true, fair enough. But which team in this world haven't gone into a recess before? Which team? Even Bayern Munich in Germany, where they are the only winners there, they are the only big guys there. There's been a point. We saw the last two years or so, Xavi Alonso, when he struck with Leverkusen, we saw what happened to them.
But you see, the point is that the length is what people are talking about. Since
Yes.
2018, like I already mentioned.
Yes.
Not that they've not won trophies before, but
Yeah.
looking at United and the standard they've set over the years, people expect them to be serial winners. Yes, you can go down the drawdown,
Yeah.
but you should be able to pick yourself up.
I agree.
in the shortest possible
If we
time.
are to be fair to United, during those years, haven't they come close to winning the league? Have they? I'm asking.
Oh, yes, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Under Jose Mourinho as well.
Exactly.
They've been second, I think, in this period. I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
They've been close. There've been moments that they've come close to winning it. And I'm saying that there's a plan. With what he's saying here, that there's no plan, that is not true. As it stands, there is a plan. If you listen to Umar Berada, the CEO of United, he's not thinking about winning the league this season or next season.
Because he knows what they are doing.
The coach himself, Ruben Amorim, he's sounding the same trumpet. He's not saying this. He's not saying that they want to win it this season. His focus, if I watch him or listen to him, his focus is that he wants to be better than they want to be. They must be better than what they were last season. And Jim Ratcliffe, he's talking about business. There was a point he came to say that I think it was last year, somewhere September, that if care is not taken, they won't have any cash to pay the players. And so
he said not a lie, just like
no. It was in a serious interview with Gary Neville on BBC. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's going to joke. No, this is Man United. He's not going to. That's an expensive joke. I'm not. I mean,
I understand.
So there's something going on. In the next 5 years, they expect to win the league and celebrate it by the time they are 150 years old. That's why they call it Project 150. And so if he says that there's no plan, they need to come out with something. That is not true. He's not aware. There's something ongoing.
In this case, I just want to ask that are the United fans abreast with this Project 150 that you're talking about? Because most of them are even up there still thinking that they can win something, they can win the Premier League and all that. I don't know whether that is illusion or something like that.
Philip, when a woman tells you that you're not a man, it goes beyond you having a penis. You understand? It is so clear that you're a man.
Okay.
The woman can tell you that I will baby. So when a woman puts you in that context, it goes beyond. You can't tell a woman I'm more penis.
All right.
It goes beyond
you having beard and all that.
Beard and tackle masculine and all that. I get it. It goes beyond that. So as much as you might think that United have a plan.
Okay.
Rashford is just telling you that and that's the point.
Okay.
You see, the project 150 talks about sporting ambition. Okay. The brand itself, which you cannot take that from Manchester United. Sure. The things and then the sort of companies they attract, sponsorship they attract, Adidas, and then they come with a lot of big money, which you can't take away from them. It's something that's already created in generations and all that. Sure. The project 150 also talks about a new stadium. That's a 100,000 seated stadium for a new Old Trafford. Yeah. It talks about an upgrade of their training grounds, which is done.
Currently.
Yes. They also talk about their financial strategies, the what Chelsea has introduced now that other teams are also probably picking up. You understand? They also have the last one, which has to do with youth pipeline. That is the recruitment. That is part of it.
And a pathway for them.
Yeah. And if you look at the project right now, and you ask yourself, do you see even the youth setup of United taking over? Do you think that United will be able to snatch the best players in other teams in the next 5 years? And it's a no. Other teams have gone down to the project whereby they have their youth system, like Barcelona. Right. Look at the players they are challenging in and out. Look at Yamal, for example. Look at Kubasi. Look at McBenna. There is that progression. You can see the future that these boys, this Chelsea team that won the Club World Cup, if it should come on again in the next 4 years, you can have 90% of these players that won it representing there.
And they are still young as well.
And they are still very young. You understand? He talks about rational because most of the players United have bought over the line were just because they were forced to buy or they wanted to make a statement.
Doesn't fit any kind of project.
They don't fit any project. If you look at the Chelsea project, for example, when they started, people lambast them. They don't know what they are doing because they decided to buy most of the young players around the world and scatter them. You see here online there, we snap and then we get you. And then they have somebody like Isugu. Isugu. And then they have Caicedo. 20 years, 23 years. And then these boys are going to play in the next 5 years if Chelsea do not sell them. Exactly. Or if injury doesn't come their way. or they don't go and smoke anything illegal like
Don't go there. Don't go there.
don't go and drink any
Don't go there.
any illegal thing like Mudrik. They are going to be on a very safe path. But United, look at the transfer season, for example, that is around. Sesko is coming in. You need to sign Donnarumma. So are these players going to be the next generation? And I think that is the problem why my Rashford was talking about reaction now. The United are not saying that, okay, let's sit down and structure that these boys, this foundation of boys are going to be that Project 150. In the next 5 years, we are going to see these boys, this setup, United boys. 5 years ago, United, we saw these United boys. We knew that Rashford was taking over. We saw young United players.
So hold on there. We are talking about this 150 that EA made us understand, and it's been there clearly.
Sure.
We are looking at a player like Casemiro. The next 5 years,
he's not around.
Bruno
Fernandes.
He should be right now. He's 28.
No, but you can also, to be fair to United, they have Kobe Mainoo.
Okay. Of course, yes. I want to come there, but I want to look at the age.
And so that's fine.
Kobe Mainoo is not somebody that can. Kobe Mainoo, the next 2 seasons, you see him at Brighton or Newcastle.
No, just no. But why don't you?
Why
not? Yes.
Rashford was Rashford. We saw Rashford.
Baba, for you are not being fair to him.
No,
if you made a case for Sugo and Caicedo Dems that if things don't change, Kobe Mainoo for now is one of the best youngsters in his position. So why don't you also make case for him that if
not now.
Not now.
No, when he bust
out. But it was injuries.
Yes.
So if he's fit,
you made a case.
I'm making you. So if not injuries.
Injuries are part of.
Barcelona one time, friend, former Ansu Fati. He was the next Messi. Injuries came in and then he's messed up. You understand? So
so everything being equal.
Yes, that's what I want him to say.
Injuries are out. Let's say.
Yeah.
Then we are yet to see the best from Mason Mount as well.
Yes.
Then Mason Mount is 24 years.
Just let
5 years.
29. He's in his peak.
No, I'm
29 years.
Going to win United the league.
No. Listen, Bafo, don't consider where they are now.
Okay.
We are looking at the future.
And we are looking at the recruitment as well because they brought in this guy, the striker. I've forgotten his name.
Sesko.
He's 22 years.
Yes.
Next 5 years, 27.
27.
Peak.
Yes. How old is Mbomo? How old is Cunha?
Mbomo is 26 years.
31 years. Peak.
So is that a project we're looking at? I'm only asking.
5. I mean, what's the peak age for players?
I'm just looking at 28. I mean, no, 28
you are retired.
It's all about you retiring. We have players who have blossomed late, but we I don't know. We know from 24, 28, 30s. If you've not peaked. Then unless
it's over for you.
Yes, unless it will take a miracle. That is why teams do not loan players when they are 28, 29. They want outright sales because at that time, if you are not, that is it. And so if Mason Mount, 29 years. Kobe Mainoo is how I'm not sure it's even 20 now.
Should be 19, 20 years.
There's Lenny Euro. I don't know if Lisandro Martinez's age. How old is Andre Onana? Yes, you can say he's not doing well now. And so there's Collier something. They have 1 or 2 players coming from
looking
heaven.
At the call of the team.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the call of the team.
Yeah.
Now, give me the names of the call of the team. About 5 players who are in the call of the team. And let us do the projection into the next 5 years.
As a stance,
they
may not qualify.
Some leeway in terms of their ages.
Good.
Okay.
That is because Chelsea's project is based on buying players under 26.
Okay.
That is what they want.
Okay.
It's not necessary for other teams to also adapt to that. Their aim is that, look, they've accepted that we are not there again. Okay. We want to build. We want to buy players. We want to give managers some time, put in place all the necessary structures. Okay. And then from now to 2028, at least 2028,
so
we win it.
I just want to understand this. The age doesn't matter this time.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Per their project. With the report, he didn't really elaborate on the project. But what he said is that they want to. He even cited the Barcelona in 2002, 2003. Okay. They were sit or so. Real Madrid won the league. And the gap was 20 points. Sure. That is why they started making those changes. And Pep Guardiola came in. He worked at Barcelona. Okay. And it's the reason they brought him in. He also, you remember, he came from Man City. And they brought in people who have worked with project or under project.
And understand the project.
Yes, that is why they brought him in. And so if he's saying that they have 5-year plan, it might not materialize.
Okay.
Not all projects
Sure.
materialize. Or so it can be that. And if you look at the signings that they've made, Mbumo, Cunha,
Yeah.
how many goals did they have last season?
What's happening?
Close to more than 40.
Yeah, Cunha had 15, I remember, yes.
Cunha had more than 15, I'm sure. Mbumo had 20 or so. So let's say close to 30, let's say 15, 20.
Yeah.
That is 35. And they were in the Premier League. There's no room for any adaptability because they were in the league already.
Very understandable.
And so we expect that they hit the ground running for United.
Okay.
There's Shesko, very young player. I have my reservations.
Anyway, it can even happen in the next 2-3 years.
That is it.
We saw Chelsea.
That is it.
Chelsea.
That is it. Chelsea right now, they are just ahead of a project.
Sure.
That is why last season their coach kept on saying that they can't win it. And people didn't understand what you are second. The 6 points. It wasn't a silly statement. No. I know. You don't have to. You have to. They are just a step ahead of a project.
Okay.
Why you expect
going to win it? But it was a silly statement.
It wasn't.
Somebody might also argue with the mentality bit.
Because it changed it.
Every club and
no, it was just.
He admitted this season.
Yes, he admitted.
That statement.
But this season, you see, he's made a different statement.
Yeah.
If we'll go to our predictions, go into the streets. I'm sure we've done that. Now people tip Chelsea to win it. Why?
I don't think so, but I think
we are close. Chelsea are close. That is because they feel that the project is ripened now. Last season wasn't the same. So that is the same with Manchester United. That is it. So it's the same with United.
There's a Pedro here. Anyway, well, let's just move away from. Let's move straight to the transfers. It's very much interesting because look, I mean, players are moving. Whether you like it or not, this is the time for them to move, and that's a summer transfer. And I must tell you that Man City, they could rival Chelsea for RB Leipzig forward. That is Xavi Simons. Now, Brighton want more than £100 million for Manchester United target Carlos Baleba. Roma in talks to sign Aston Villa winger. That is Leon Bailey. But before we move straight into that, one major headache for Chelsea, if I don't know whether it should be a major headache or not, is that is an attacker from Manchester United, who is saying that it's Chelsea or no other club, and it sounds so much intriguing for me when I saw the story, when I read the story.
Garnacho?
And I'm sure that Garnacho, and I'm sure that Andrew will help us with the bit of Garnacho and with his statistics. And I want to ask Bafo one beautiful question: that is he the type of player that Chelsea need? Is he the ideal player that Chelsea should be? I mean, splashing the cash 60 million for him because United are wanting that 60 million badly.
Well, Philip, with Garnacho, I think that Chelsea do not desperately need him.
Okay.
But Chelsea need somebody on the left, a backup to Gittens, because you know that George will be going on loan.
Okay.
He won't be around.
Yeah.
So if you need somebody with that experience on the left, give you a different dimension. Garnacho is a typical English winger, even though he's a giant.
Very direct.
Okay. Getting to what I see might struggle with end product because he wants to dazzle, he wants to have fun.
Very
20 years, 21 years, it is expected. But if you look at Garnacho, for example, he's somebody that takes the ball. He has that ball on a very good day. If he's on his mojo, or if it's his mojo, he can actually cause a lot of problems. But Chelsea do not need to pay 50 million.
Okay.
Chelsea do not need to pay 60 million. Chelsea just might pay 35 to 40. And it looks 35 to 40. And it looks like the coach also might want him. The coach looks like he wants Garnacho.
Maresca. Okay.
And then the sporting directors, they started chasing Garnacho somewhere last season. You understand? So for that bit,
is it the reason why Chelsea are playing that delay tactics or delay game? But then we also know that they need to offload some of the players. Christopher Nkunku, Bayern Munich are very much interested in him. So I just want to know, but that is the reason they want to play that delay tactic. Because at the end of the day, when it gets to the crunch, you need to just leave the player to move.
Yeah, but they can also punish him. United can tell you that
stretch it.
No, you are going to be training with the U team for the next 6 months.
They don't care.
They don't care. It's been done before. They don't care. They'll stick you to the under 15s or under 18s
or TB or whatever.
TB, and then you are going to train with them. And this is a World Cup year. Everybody will want to go to play the World Cup.
Yeah.
So either you humble yourself like Simons did, wanted to show balls.
Exactly.
What can I not say?
He's so training on the he has to join the team. Yeah.
So we all know that Garnacho does not have a future at United, but they will certainly go down to the wire.
And that makes the transfer a bit dicey because the player said, "No, I'm not ready to play for you." United also not having that guy as part of their plans and all that. And even more so, let me come to you. Looking at the players in question, I mean, he's made 93 appearances for Manchester United. He scored 16 goals and made 8 assists. Looking at his numbers, is that something that, I mean, would fit in right for Chelsea?
Well, signing Garnacho will be a luxury buy.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel that if Chelsea manage to get Xavi Simons first and they try getting Garnacho and they feel they will have to spend more, I believe they will let that go. Because, you know, Xavi Simons can equally play as a left winger, although he's not a winger.
They've not gotten me that, so
He's not?
They've not gotten Xavi Simons.
That's why I'm saying that if they are able to get him first and they feel they will spend more or they will have to spend more on Garnacho, if United don't lower their stance or the amount
so
that they
Chelsea are not desperate.
Yes, if I was Chelsea, yes, they are not desperate for the guy clearly wants to join Chelsea. I love him.
You know, I was reading Philip Simons and he made things clear to me, and I understand.
He's brutal.
They just want to bring in the guy.
Yeah.
Now, after 1 year or 2 years,
they'll get
if it doesn't work out, they just sell him. Exactly. If not, as I can even ship him to the Saudis. And that is one thing that Manchester United have realized. That look, at the end of the day, Chelsea might get more if after 2 years they sell him.
I also feel that if it comes, things will work out for him.
Okay.
And still,
like
if Chelsea, did it work out for Sancho?
Well, it was better better than when he was at Man United.
It wasn't better.
Did he have a better?
No, he had that freedom.
That overall play.
Okay.
That overall
Fine.
play. I saw some joy in him.
Yes,
when he was
fine.
I'm talking. For me, I think when Garnacho is in that element, he can play. He's a very good player.
But I feel he will add something to Chelsea.
Of course.
And if he joins, he's going to be a better player.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Enzo Maresca seems to love players who are direct.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
And just imagine a counter attack. With Cole Palmer on the ball, Neto, Delap, or Joao. You see, remember the goal they scored against Newcastle last season at home? Was it? It was Newcastle.
Talking about him.
Oh, it's about
it's all about pressure. Okay.
Maybe when we come to the Chelsea, we talk about. So I feel it's going to be a luxury buy. Not that Chelsea do not really need him. They need him, but if I was Chelsea, I would prioritize signing Xavi Simons first before getting Garnacho. His numbers, I mean, how old is he? 21.
Yeah.
Last season he scored 11 goals, had 10 assists. That is 21.
Yeah.
And he's 21. His numbers are too good for his age.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel and you know the project Chelsea want to do, get under 20s and then build up with them, and then I feel he will do a good job at Chelsea.
All right, so I mean for Baleba, I mean he's still waiting for Manchester United. £100 million that Brighton have quoted. I don't know whether that situates well with you. As defensive midfielder Baleba, I mean 100 million Brighton, that is so outrageous for me in my kind of opinion. He's a fantastic player.
Yes, generational talent. Generational talent. You cannot take that away from him. I think that
and you know he's a Cameroonian as well.
He's from my country.
Yes.
I think it's just a matter of them knowing United is desperate.
Okay.
And it's just that's the Brighton way.
No, they have Ugarte. They have Casemiro. Are you sure United are desperate?
He gives them something different.
You just mentioned that. For me, if you have that player, Baleba, for example, Bruno Fernandes will have the most freedom ever. It will be like 1957 when Ghana had their first independence. So able to dictate, because this is somebody that you can trust behind.
Were you there?
Yeah. So important.
Anyways, all right. So Denmark striker, that's Rashford, Holland, is also open to leaving Manchester United this summer as AC Milan tried to negotiate a loan deal with the option to buy. That is according to La Gazzetta dello Sport. And also Man City, they have added Monaco's Magnus Aluche to their list of targets and will rival Bayern Leverkusen for the signature. And also Roma are in talks of Aston Villa over deal to Leon Bailey, but have also yet to make a formal bid for the 28-year-old. And the rumor keeps on coming in and coming and coming. But we'll be learning more to this transfer window because Nice are also advancing in talks with Crystal Palace over a deal for 27-year-old French forward, that is Antoine Edward. Yes, Isaac. Yeah, yes. In fact, the player says that look, I mean, he's not ready to play for Newcastle again, and still waiting for Liverpool. I don't know how Liverpool can make this one happen.
In the end, Newcastle will lose in the end.
In the end, I know, but I don't know. It looks as if they are still waiting, having an eye on Jackson.
Because they want
for some time now,
they want
the rumors around Jackson has cooled. Yes, and Zesco is moved to Manchester United. Chelsea are also waiting calmly for that 60-70 million pounds to be in the account, and they leave Jackson.
It reminds me of the Torres and the Carroll saga when Liverpool was waiting for Chelsea to pay the 50 million.
Sure.
So they also use the man. So that's the situation. I think that is bad news for Newcastle. They just need to
let the boy go.
Yes, cut your losses and then win. You win to lose. That's the state.
But they've not said they don't want to sell him. They've set a price.
Yes, they set a price.
So what's the problem now? Whose fault is it?
Thinking hard. Can Liverpool do that?
Liverpool might just
around 150.
Yes, they might just cough it. They have money now. They might just cough it because it will be dangerous if he misses out this season.
Sure.
No, but don't you think if they had that money, they would have paid long time ago?
Exactly, that's what I
want. No, sometimes
they want to play the waiting game. Yes.
If frustration was setting in,
because the player himself said he's not ready to play. And Darwin Núñez has also left, so they badly need a replacement, of course. So that's where the bone of contention is. Now let us
actually replace
Luis Diaz.
And then
Diogo Jota also.
Diogo Jota and all that. So they have the money to be able to profit out. Don't worry.
Which team has done the best of business so far? City, Arsenal, Liverpool,
Arsenal.
Just put them together.
Arsenal.
Why would
they've done what everyone was expecting.
A striker.
Yes.
And then a defensive midfielder.
You see, some
that's need. They didn't really need that until
Partey
left. Yes, until Partey left. But they've done the needful, the obvious.
Okay.
That's why I think they have done the best business. Yeah, but then if you want to talk about quantity, then maybe Chelsea
comes in.
Yeah,
but not quality. Is that it? Because you are stressing on quantity.
No.
Are they quality?
Okay, let me put it this way. Maybe it might be easier.
Okay.
Arsenal, Arsenal have signed what they need.
Yeah. Okay.
Chelsea also, they've done the same. Last season, it was the same thing. People said you can't go anywhere with Jackson. They've brought in two quality strikers. Estival, Madueke, it was the same thing. Madueke, so they brought in. Now people know that this guy is quality. Who else again? Maybe.
Estival, okay.
Why I would choose
a backup for Kukurela as well.
Yes, they've done it. But one key problem, one obvious that they've not solved.
Sanchez.
Goalkeeper
department.
Yeah.
Still, you don't trust Philip Jorgensen?
If you give me that chance, I would choose him over Sanchez.
Okay.
But the coach trusts Sanchez more than he's at the training grounds. We don't know what's going on. And I feel he gave up when he was given that opportunity. Remember against Aston Villa?
Yeah.
That Chelsea lost that game. Yeah. The goal he conceded.
Yeah, it was quite flimsy.
Yes, because right after that he was.
I realized he changed the manager's thoughts.
Yes, so I feel it's big. But after that, the other subsequent opportunity, I think he's Club World Cup. Remember against the last game against Esperance, he did well. Even the final, the final as the Conference League as well. Look at the final; it was brilliant.
So for you, Arsenal, they have done the best of it.
Yes, because they've been able to do what everyone was talking about.
What about you?
See, I might you might think I'm being mischievous, yeah, but
United.
Exactly. I'm not being mischievous.
Why are you saying that?
Listen,
okay.
If United,
I'm interested. I'm very curious with United.
If United get Baleba,
okay.
If United get Baleba,
they are going to go.
It will be scary.
Okay.
It's not possible.
No.
No. Let me ask: if they should sign him now, what will be their chances?
In terms of
the league now?
The league, I think top 4
with Baleba.
Yes. listen, it's not just with Baleba.
This is wild.
They have a
I'm
striker.
smelling something.
They have a striker now.
No, I don't think so.
You see, they have a striker now. The coach said something that we were lacking a profile,
Okay.
and now we have a striker.
Mm-hmm.
Hojland is a striker,
Okay.
and I told you the factor of the second
Yeah.
it has two different things. For
Sure.
a coach to recognize the striker,
Sure.
that means that they needed that finisher, and for me, they have it.
Okay.
Listen, you cannot downplay Sesko, whatever it is. You cannot downplay his.
But the English Premier League is also a different.
But was scoring goals their only problem last season?
That's what. See,
They were not creating.
no, they were doing.
That's why it was a problem.
Marco,
They had difference of.
If you don't create, how do you score?
they have Cunha.
So-
no, you have Cunha
Who will be scoring?
The rating is not a problem.
So now they'll have Cunha, Mbomo, and then Bruno creating. So don't you think that if they leave Hojland to stay behind these three, with these players behind,
No.
Catching it for him.
Exactly. And it's just like Chelsea. You can't tell me that. Listen, we
You
have
have the
Pedro,
creators
we
also.
have Suleto,
Jackson
Jackson,
to stay.
no, relax. Jackson, time and time, we've seen.
He's improving.
No, he's been given chances.
Yeah.
He doesn't have problem with creation
Okay.
or people created for him.
Okay.
His problem is he's squandering chances.
Yeah.
Can you say same for Hojland? Truthfully,
For Hojland,
how many chances
his
does he
problem
miss?
is position.
Yes.
I've watched him time and over
Mm-hmm.
again. He's that type of a striker who loves to play with his back behind.
Good.
Bruno want to play.
So
try to
misprofiling.
space. Yeah,
So that's it.
So maybe
That's
so
So it's not his fault
I'm
entirely.
not saying that's his fault.
Yes, that's what I'm
the
saying
coach
that-
doesn't see him as an ideal player
Yes.
to fit in
In
that.
the system they are
Exactly.
playing,
Yes.
fine. I'll
And then for me, remember, for example,
Yeah.
that player that's going to run
Yeah.
work for the team.
Sure, and he scores as well.
In his course as well.
Yeah.
You are going to get that. No lazing around. In the past, we've had issues with Anthony. They've had issues with Sancho. But this time around, they have people on the left and right that are workaholics.
I'll tell you something that both of you not vetted your minds to.
They are
when
very.
you're done, I'll let you know.
They are workaholics. They are people that are going to work for the team, not people that are going to
Okay.
do the one things on the touchlines and all that. And they have a finisher. For me, Bruno's quality in the midfield, you cannot decisive passes, split passes.
He's there.
You cannot take it away from him. You understand? Maybe defense might be shaking. Fitness level with Martinez and also
Euro is not bad. That kind of player that will give you that full season.
left back position. I'm seeing Heaven playing a lot because of the injury level of Luke Shaw and all that. Right back positions, yes, it's not really. But I think that when they get Baleba, I feel that United are not going to. I'm not saying that United are going to make incursions, going to win the league, but they are going to be a little bit more dangerous
And minimize their goal scoring, the conceding
goals and all
that guy's a
So
beast. Trust me.
I think that.
And here, one thing that I want to avert your mind to, you guys, is that in all of this, we know that injuries are part of the game.
Yeah.
What if injury hits? I mean, key players in this team. Do they have the bench? Because trust me, bench is also part of the team. Exactly. For United, for instance, let's say Wema is injured or Cunha is injured.
Yeah.
Do you think that they have what it takes for
But
the
they
bench?
don't have the record of injury.
Unlike City, unlike
those two players.
But they have the
players.
players.
Yeah. But if it happens, if it happens,
Antonio,
I think there's Mason Mount. Yes,
He's
the
also
coach,
playing Japan.
fine.
Yes.
The
And I
coach
don't rate
the coach can push Bruno up front and replace him with Ugarte or Casemiro. And there's this the Collier, the guy.
You're calling
that- I think is brilliant.
Very good.
So the coach can decide to push any of them in there. There's Ahmad also who will be on the right wing.
Yeah.
If Mbomo is injured, he can be pushed in there.
And it looks like this season they both played in a particular game.
That's what he's going to be on the right wing, Mbomo up front. Yeah, just as what Tuchel was doing with Ziyech and Pulisic.
exactly.
That's how he wants to do. But you see, I don't know. You think Sesko is going to solve the goal scoring problems for United?
I think he's a player that if the goals are being put through him,
Does he have the record of scoring goals?
Yes.
You sure? Last season he scored 13 goals.
Yeah.
Full season, do you know the amount of goals Mahmoud scored?
I
Mahmoud scored 15 goals. He left in January.
I always want to believe that the English Premier League has its own dynamics altogether. He just needs to, come in, adapt and all that. That will take a lot more. Remember, he didn't go into the preseason with the coach or with the team. That's another problem that we need to also look at. So in all of that, putting it together, I think that it won't be quite early for him to hit the ground running. If he does, well, that's good.
The unit here is that he's an upgrade of what you have. And he
another
is.
question, yes, for
Højlund.
yes,
And I think he is.
for me, it's true.
Well, Højlund before joining United scored
That was
6.
before.
Not
Yes,
before he joined. He scored
Yes.
16 goals or so.
So
He's
that's why I
coming.
said the
He's
EPL has
coming with
its own
13
dynamics.
goals.
So you see why I said the EPL has its own dynamics as well. So
And the coach
unless
is related.
yeah, exactly, unless we wait for him to also settle in and probably maybe let's give him a season.
Well, I think that if Mbomo and Konya together with Bruno, if they don't score, then pressure is going to be on him because I don't think he's that prolific.
Yeah.
Mamu scored 15 goals. He left the same league in January.
Yeah.
He stayed across till the end. Scored 13 goals.
You might have a case though. You have a case anyways. But for me, I'm looking at Liverpool and Chelsea doing the best of business. Trust me. So that's my point. Okay, now let's zoom in into the fixtures quickly. We're about wrapping up, and but before we do that, Andrew, can you just fill us in with what the street is talking about the top 4? Who is going to finish where? Is it going to be United, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Newcastle? If you're ready, just give it to me and let's move on. All right.
Okay, so EPL started. Different teams now boost your squad. Who shall top 5 prediction this season? Why now office of Belgian League? Why the baby second? Why the baby third?
Oh, that might repair the Matip Man City.
Man City, Belgian League.
Man City,
but then Liverpool squad now.
Like no.
And I hopefully Man City.
I'm with that Man City. Liverpool being a baby dimpa. It be a third.
Okay, so second position.
Second position, Matip Chelsea.
Chelsea second. Or third position, what the Bema?
Third position, Arsenal Botumina.
Arsenal, and our fourth.
Fourth, you know.
Oh yes, so Man U bet to be fourth, and
oh, Man U Botumina fourth.
Man U fourth,
Man U
fifth position, and
fifth. Aston Villa.
Aston Villa be the fifth. Okay,
Yeah.
so also the predictions are all mine. Or say Man City and the Belgian League this season. Chairman, EPL started. Top 5 predictions for this season.
This season there, me sure Liverpool be Saint League.
Liverpool Belgian League.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chelsea be the second.
Chelsea second.
City third.
Man City third.
Arsenal fourth.
Arsenal fourth.
Tottenham fifth.
Tottenham fifth.
Yeah, be ball league ni be top 5, top 10 crowd na Man U on kan wo. Ano anya de o, ano
Man U so many players.
that players ngwemo na fulu ano oni bobo. Yeah, anawo no omo mu ni be. Man U for no omo mu ni se no leg no omo nkan wo bi o.
Then I will feel say Man U because signings are
Omo ni mo bobo eno ano no. Na wo shop on bi ana.
But okay, I want opinion na me.
Yeah. Man U the first match go be lose.
Okay.
My
first match
Obe lose. Ani Arsenal go lose.
Okay. So what's the one about Belgian League?
Oh, Liverpool and Chelsea beji. Eno ano no. Man City crowd gado na no obi ehun the taxes.
Oh, okay. So hopefully Liverpool beji the second time. But
Liverpool and Chelsea. Omo anje so ayi baba beji.
So what they
Sunderland, eh? Omo ya de. Yeah, show mo ti bet. Omo nim ye. Boy, yeah.
What they are say?
Kasa o.
What they are say? Yeah, they are Man U.
Man U on count.
Okay, so top 5 prediction for this season EPL.
Okay. I'm top 5. Oh, EPL. 1 City.
Man City Belgian League.
City Belgian League.
Second.
Arsenal so second.
Now third.
Tottenham
fourth.
Chelsea Poland count.
Chelsea count.
Man U
fourth. And a fifth position. Liverpool. Okay, so also the question was Man City Belgian League. So also yeah, that's it.
Okay, man, show me that one answer.
Or top 5 prediction for this season EPL.
Okay. I'm top 5. Oh, EPL. 1 City.
Man City Belgian League.
City Belgian League.
Second.
Arsenal so second.
Now third.
Tottenham
fourth.
Chelsea Poland count.
Chelsea count.
Man U
fourth. And a fifth fifth position.
Okay, so but those were the opinions of the streets. That's what the street is talking about. Okay, so I don't know about you. You can just keep your comments and your likes as well. So please like and share for us. But tonight, remember that Liverpool, they are up against Bournemouth, and also tomorrow, Aston Villa up against that's Newcastle. That's the early kick of 12:30. It is Brighton up against Fulham, and Sunderland versus West Ham United. Tottenham, they'll be playing host to Burnley, and Wolves are up against Man City. Then on Sunday, Chelsea will be playing against Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge, and also at the City Grounds, Nottingham Forest will be up against Brentford, and Old Trafford United will be welcoming Arsenal, and that is the Sunday, super fixture over there. Then on Monday, Leeds up against Everton. Before my pundit will have a pick on that, gentlemen, let us quickly know your top 4, top 5, or top 6 in there. I prefer to call them the top 4. Yeah. So, Bafo, let me start from you, and why? Just a quick one. You have just about 3 minutes to do that. Yeah.
Chelsea.
Don't win the league.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Liverpool.
No, hold on. Why are you saying Chelsea? What have you seen? Is it because of Club World Cup? I just want to know.
What's the question that you asked me?
Okay, top 4
Of what?
of the Premier League.
From who?
From you.
Exactly. So
Okay.
why you asking me?
No,
So just tell us why Chelsea alone.
So can't I know your reason?
No, I mean,
Okay. You've taken me.
you have a reason in married life.
Yes, there is.
This guy. I'm even surprised.
But there's a reason
Why
to
this
it.
question?
Okay, among all the
Ladies, okay, no good. Yeah, I understand. You go on.
So Liverpool first. Sorry, Chelsea first.
Okay.
Liverpool second.
Okay.
Manchester City. Arsenal.
Okay.
5 will be Manchester United.
Okay. No reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can you help me with this?
Arsenal. Simply because we can't sit down and watch or watch them finishing second for the 4th consecutive time. I mean,
so you are pushing them.
Yes, yeah, that's just by the way. That's because I feel
the time is right for them.
yes, it's time for them to win it. They have Gyökeres now. They don't have any reason to not to win this. Yes, that's why Liverpool second because they have little defense issues in the I don't really trust their midfield that much, and also they've not replaced Luis Diaz and then Darwin Núñez. Yes, with Darwin Núñez you can say there's Ekitike, but I still think that they should do more in that. And Chelsea finish. I simply think that Chelsea are better than they were last season, and they will do better than last season. Yes, that's my reason. Manchester City. I keep on saying there's something missing about City, but I can't explain.
just like
I don't know. I feel there's something missing about City, but I just can't explain.
I think
Not in their midfield. I think it's their defense.
Okay.
No,
I think it's their defense.
Pep is not progressing with his profile of players that he needs. He's not getting the typical Pep Guardiola players around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
The worst case is now De Bruyne is out and then he's bringing in Tijani. Okay. Tijani is not De Bruyne. His IQ, his intelligence, his foreplay.
But he's good. He's good. Yeah.
But you see, it's going to be very difficult.
He's not getting Mahrez again. He's not going to get Pedro from Barcelona or Messi.
They don't make them anymore.
He's not getting Xavi Iniesta. He's not going to get this guy that came in. Is it Savinho? He's been seemed to be being offloaded.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Jeremy Doku is good, but he's not the typical Pep Guardiola profile of player. So I think his people show always he has a very
good team,
good team in terms of scouting players.
Technical team
in terms of scouting players.
They're not getting the right.
They're not getting that profile that Pep Guardiola will strive, but that's the only problem.
I'm also thinking that he just want to call the time on his career. I mean, just say goodbye. So he's just relaxing. He's won it all anyway.
Yes. So that's why I have City. That's why I have City for.
Anyways, I'm looking at Liverpool. Yes, I still don't think that any team would still close the gap yet. The gap that they give. Yes, Arsenal will be there, but I would tip Chelsea to come closer. We've known Arsenal over these years.
So be specific.
So Liverpool are up there. They'll win it. Yes, Chelsea will be placed second, and Arsenal Yes, they'll give Chelsea that stern
Okay.
competition as well. And also Man City will be placed fourth. United will be a fifth position, and Newcastle I took them to be said. Quite unfortunate that
Newcastle?
Yes, quite unfortunate that probably
Newcastle are missing Isaac.
I didn't put in Spurs, but I think that Newcastle will tickle my fancy. Other than that, I think Spurs will do
There's Forest.
Elanga, they've taken over Elanga. I think that they've taken a lot of shine from them. Elanga was exactly. Elanga was a
Well, I think that they might not be able to combine Europe and Premier League duties.
Yes, playing the conference.
No, Europa League now. Palace dropped now.
Yes. So it'll be very difficult on Thursday night and Sunday. Combining them is very, very difficult, extremely difficult. So that is coming from my gentlemen. Our predictions, let's do it quickly. Tonight, Liverpool, Bournemouth, who are you sticking your neck out at Anfield? You're favoring Liverpool for this.
Yeah, of course. They are playing at home.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, they've lost so many players. Kepa gone, 3 of their defense gone. Who else?
You mentioned Hoyson too.
Yes, 3 of their defense. Now it's possible that Dango or Tara might leave at the end of the season to Brentford, and Johnny Wisa might leave to Newcastle. And so but then I think that they will score a goal. They might surprise Liverpool if they want to look at what Crystal Palace did over the weekend. But I still think that Liverpool will be a handful for them. So I'll go for a 2.5 goals over 2.5 goals.
Right. So Bafo will be helping us with the tips as well. But then Aston Villa, Newcastle. Villa are playing at home tomorrow. Early kickoff against Newcastle. Unai Emery. Against Eddie Howe.
The match of few goals. Very difficult game.
What is missing a striker?
Both are very tactical. Both are very tactical. And also in Asensio, they couldn't keep Asensio. Asensio is back to PSG on his loan. And I think that it's a both team to score scenario. Both team to score scenario. I see both teams scoring.
Okay, all right. So Brighton, Fulham at home. Brighton playing at home too. Fulham at the Amex Stadium.
Game of equals. Yeah. But Fulham, last season were brilliant for me. Yes, Brighton as well. Fulham, I think they are the only team who have in the league who have made very little signings. I think they've only signed just one player. So I'll go for a scoring draw or just Bafo will give us the odds. But if I'm doing that, maybe I'll just go for a draw team to score and then just to be safe.
Okay, all right. Sunderland, a newbie coming in the league against the West Ham Stadium of Light.
There'll be a lot of goals. New entrants. They will want to dazzle and show a lot of. So over 2.5 goals in that game. Yes, they will try to score goals.
Okay, all right. Now Tottenham up against Burnley. Kudos in there against Burnley at the London Stadium.
Well, I am with the newly promoted side. I am behind Burnley and yes, and they are playing at home to Tottenham. Tottenham should really give people reasons why they should believe them. I trust Thomas Frank, no doubt about that. But Burnley also they've made really good signings. There's Kyle Walker, yes, and they've last season the championship. They were.
Ugochukwu also went there.
Yes, they're just a handful for the teams in there. I feel I can't really trust Tottenham that much. That's the problem.
But you should trust them by way of scoring. They would love to score. They are a team that loves scoring.
Burnley to score goals.
I understand.
If you pay attention to them, they score. And Vincent Kompany, the last time I think they scored like 100 goals or so. They are free scoring side. They don't defend. And so I feel that yes, Tottenham will win because they're playing at home. So maybe 2-1 Tottenham.
Okay. Wolves versus Man City. Is it a done deal for Man City?
Of course, I think straight win for Man City.
Okay. All right. Now, Chelsea on Sunday will be hosting Crystal Palace. Would you want to have a back in there? Crystal Palace, I just fear that probably Crystal Palace might just give us a Chelsea escape. But then I know Chelsea will win.
They have always done that.
Yeah. But Chelsea have a very good record against Crystal Palace.
Yes. Last season it was both draw. But then I think 2 years ago that Tuchel, Chelsea beat them by 3 goals to 0. Opening day as well. And this time around, his first goal. But Palace they have the best confidence in the world now. They've beaten Man City and Liverpool. They did that by winning 2 trophies as well.
And what motivation is it?
What else do you need again?
And I have 2 players I'm always afraid of. Mateta and this guy Eze.
I think Eze has injury issues. I think.
Yeah, but the coach hasn't really confirmed yet.
It was a transfer.
Sure, rumor around to Arsenal, but then up until now
with Mateta, I think Chelsea haven't really. They've not found it themselves wanted with players like that.
Okay,
bulky players.
Just cut the supplies to them, then that's it.
That's it, because they're able to do that job. Sure. I feel, although yes, Crystal Palace, they have their motivation and all, but I think with Chelsea also have a bigger boost going into this game with what they did, especially at the Club World Cup. People really now expect them to do more than they did last season. And so I think that Chelsea will win this game 3-1.
3-1 for Chelsea. All right. Man United, Arsenal, they...
Man down there.
I don't know why I didn't give that much to EA.
I down there.
But he also have to speak it because that's a special Sunday
game. It's a beautiful curtain raiser for us.
Okay.
Even though we played on Sunday, I think it will prepare us. Will give us a week.
It will usher us into the
beautiful season. It's a beautiful season and a beautiful week. You understand? It will usher us. We know who's serious on that
day. Okay.
We will know
at the Old Trafford.
But this is Manchester United. They are built for set games.
Sure.
At the Old Trafford, you won't just come and walk over them.
Yeah.
Especially when they are underdogs. The only problem I have with this United team, like I said, if they get Baleba, for example, the only thing I don't trust is their coach.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't think
you don't trust Amorim?
No, I don't trust Amorim.
Okay.
But if the players, they have been there, they know the history,
what it takes
to play set games. But if it is left for Amorim, I do not trust his tactical approach and all that. But this is Manchester United at the Old Trafford. I think that, listen, even the training ground, first name, so now we are giving you juice again. You can't come and mess it up again. You understand? So I think that yes, United stand a chance. 2-1 win for United at the Old Trafford against Arsenal.
Okay, so as we speak in Girona are down by 2-0 against rival Vallecano. That is in the Spanish La Liga. But would you want to have a bite on that?
Yeah. It's a tricky one. You know, United have won their first game of the Premier League season more often than any other team in the Premier League.
That statistics also.
Yes, and Arsenal also, they've kept. They are unbeaten in their last 14 away league matches. And so statistics favors both sides. Sure. But hey, with that aside, it's clear Arsenal are a better team than United. They will have a motivation of they playing at home, and so they have the fans behind them. You know, but I think if Arsenal are able to beat Manchester United, then they might or they will not be able to make in a clear statement right from the show. And so that is why they need to, because right, just as I said, they have little or no reasons to win the Premier League this season. And Manchester, you have to treat United as a 15th place team. Sure. Don't think, that's the truth. Yes, the preparation you go into a City game or a Liverpool game will be different from because 15th place. This is a first place team or something, so it will be different. So you need to make bold statements that yes, because if you want to win the league, you need to be beating some of these teams, and that's what Arsenal have done that so well. I think the last 2 or 3 years they've not lost to any of the top sides. Yes, and so they've done a good job with that. So I think that Arsenal, yes, 3-0.
Okay, so that is that for you. And still in the Spanish La Liga, we are about wrapping up. Rayo Vallecano, they beating Girona 3-0 in the first half. Now, BRL will be playing Oviedo tonight. And also a quick one on the Spanish La Liga tomorrow. Mallorca up against Barcelona and Alaves versus Levante. Valencia up against Real Sociedad on Sunday. Celta Vigo up against Getafe. And Athletic Club up against Sevilla. Espanyol will welcome Atletico. And on Monday, Elche, they'll be playing against Betis, and Tuesday Real Madrid will be playing against Osasuna. So that is where time will allow us. So my name is Philip Kwame Ampafu, and I did that with Bafwa Mokodu and EA. Final words, guys, and then we are out of the studio. The season can't wait for us, right?
Yes. I just want to say that our viewers to anticipate a lot more in-depth interviews.
Okay.
With us, we are going to be giving them a lot more good shows.
All right.
Good moments.
Okay.
The trolls and the bandits are always going to come.
Get it ready, get it in.
So at the end of the day, there are lots of shows you can listen, but it's a new planet at the end of the day. So all the best to them. See them next time around.
Okay. Hey.
Yep, it's a beautiful project we are doing here. Comment, share, share for us. Let the views come in. I mean, we are doing something good, I believe. And then the new season starts tonight, just about an hour now. And so yes, I just can't wait. I feel this is going to be the best season ever.
Okay.
The best season ever, because I mean, we have to choose. You can choose from top teams, four teams who could potentially win the league. And so I feel it's going to be the best league ever. And so yes,
Football is back.
Yeah,
football is back. The girls can
girl.
go. That's what I get to say.
Advise yourself.
And you are stressing the proposal. This the time.
The main chick is back.
The main chick is back. It's back.
All right, so thank you very much, guys. I appreciate the time. God willing, next week will be coming your way once again. Thank you. We are out. Bye.
Bye.